Alright, welcome back to take two of Warframe Cosplay. I seem to have, you know what, never mind, don't even worry about it, don't even worry about it. Um, Let me back out real quick. We are in a Corpus ship, to show you the Gundam cosplay. I picked it because Gundam Space Colonies just, seem to fit. So, yeah. Right, let's talk, the Arsenal, because that's, where I was. So, first of all, picking which Gundam I was a little back and forth on it. As I show you the colors on my weapons, I will explain. Um, I was at first going for RX-78, the classic Granddaddy Gundam they call it, because it's the Gundamiest Gundam. Um, But then the more I built out, the more I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like a Gundam Wing vibe. So we've sort of got this strange amalgamation between the both of them. And I'll talk a little bit more of that as I kind of go through the look. Yeah. So first, let's talk the weapons. Dark Sword, any single sword would do because I'm using the Osira Longsword skin. Although Tanukai also works pretty well. Not with this color pattern, but it does work. Um, the reason I picked it is because it tends to kind of just disappear into the energy on the blade, which makes it look very much like a beam saber. It is pink because when I did this, I was thinking, again, RX-78 too, but if you want to sort of lean into the wing look, which we will do live, go with the green. I'm going to leave that pink emissive. Why not? Went with a Thodai. Okay, first the primary. Opticore. Originally, I used this for my now scrapped Gundam Unicorn cosplay, um, which I might come back to. We'll see. We will see. Um, but we're using it because it's really the only. Okay, so we have a lot of beam type weapons in Warframe. Really, this is the only one that has the right kind of beam, if that makes sense. Like a lot of these are continuous laser or little beep 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 little laser bits. Um, this shoots one big beam that kind of like it pops in and then it disappears. It just makes sense. Okay, okay. Um, the colors are again same thing, but again, we're gonna go with the wing look. Go with some bright greens. Um, went with the Thodai again, same reason. It's sort of that beamish, that type of beam. It's right. Most Gundams don't have a sidearm. Their sidearm is their beam blade. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of exceptions to that, but we went with this one. Some other ones that I might do or recommend. Um, I like the idea of the oh gosh, oh boy, oh man, forgetting what it's called. The Scamacore, that's what it is. Because it kind of seems like an integrated weapon, and that feels very mecha, right? Integrated weapons. Just it works. It's cool. I don't know. I guess the Plinks kind of gives like crossbone Gundam pistol vibes, as does the Merlock, maybe the Latium a little bit. Not that skin though. Uh, Euphona kind of has that. Anyway, um, again, just shades of black and gray, because most Gundam weapons are just kind of big black and gray monsters. Let's talk the Warframe. First of all, pick Titania because the colors are just perfect. I mean, look where they sit. They're right. The red in the waist, the blue, just sort of in spots. The white, it just works. I slapped on the, not that. I slapped on the Arca chest card to give it that boxy, protruding look, and also to put more blue on there. This sigil is. We're going out of order today, guys. Sorry. It's the Lotus Deliverance sigil. Any round one with bright green in there will do. To get that sort of chest beacon that the Wing Gundam has, or take it off if you want to stick with RX-78. If you're going to do that, I would go with different shoulder pieces. This is one of the big things that made me think of Wing, because Wing has these big, sticky, outy shoulders, and the RX-72, the classic Gundam, a lot of the classic Gundams have more bigger, kind of rectangular shoulders. Um, Obviously, these are not nearly as rectangular, but they are very mecha looking to me. Those are the Perrin arm guards. You can get them from Perrin Sequence. With Quaro leg armor just to kind of box out the leg and give them a little more bulk. Most Gundams have these very excuse me, rectangular bodies, so yeah. Titania also kind of has this little thing at the top. Just it looks a lot like a V-fin. The shape of her head, the way the kind of mask sits over, like helmet sort of sits over this sort of mask segment that's recessed. Protrudy chin a little bit. Even the ears, very Wing, very Gundam in the face, very Gundam Wing in the ears. That said, there's some other amalgamated features which we will cover momentarily. I think that's all of the armor. Yeah, okay, cool. Cyandana, I just went with the Saturn 6 Cyandana. It adds some bulk, it adds some color. Yep. Here's the colors just so you can see them. White, red, nothing special. Blue, again, nothing crazy. And this gold is, I might even be the default gold, I don't know. To kind of catch a little bit of that yellow, or in this case it's gold, but the yellow that Gundams have, they always have a little splash of that. Energy colors I've left blank, which is weird. If I'm going for Wing Gundam, those should be like bright, vibrant greens. I like to do my greens, or my two color segments, just different. It gives them more depth if they're not the same hue, so I do like a bright one. That one might be a little too yellowy. We'll see. And a dark one. Yeah. We also, okay, the second reason we picked Titania, though, is because she's got the razor flies, which are kind of like, if you know anything about Gundam, a lot of them have funnels, right? Little detachable things that pop off and shoot stuff for you. Again, neither of the two Gundams I've discussed so far can do that, but, you know, it's a Gundam-y thing. Alright? Okay. Yeah, so that's the colors. Let's talk, again, I've talked about the equipment already. This is one of those ones I've done a lot on, though, so let's talk about the companion. I went with... I gotta stop saying I went with Death Cube. What? Did you see that? It just switched back to... What? What? There it is. I went with Death Cube because my thought was, oh... The closest thing we have to Sentinels in the... oh my gosh, it's just hit me. Okay, hold on. My first thought was the closest thing we have to Sentinels in the Gundam universe is the RX something ball from the UC timeline, but we don't have a ball Sentinel, so a cube Sentinel's the next closest. But actually, the closest thing we have to Sentinels is the Haro. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. What the heck? Gundam Wing doesn't have a Haro, but what can you do? This guy should be all green. Do him a few different shades of green. Wow, this does not look good. You know what? We will come back to you. Somebody make a Haro Sentinel and, you know, tell me about it in the comments. Be happy to see it. Went with the Larkspur because it's a big laser. Felt kind of appropriate. I don't know. Vehicles. Again, Itzel. Again, it just gives Wing, these big wings off the back. Gives Wing vibes. Kind of Titania already has that, but, you know. Gives even more Wing vibes. I don't know. I just copied the Warframe colors, and then this was bright red, and it was just too much. So, oops. So I made it white instead. Which is not quite right, because it needs a little red, but, you know. Maybe I'll fix it later. I went with the Corvus Prime, just to change it up, so I wasn't using the Larkspur again. None of these really seemed like the right one. Maybe Imperator kinda... Actually, you know what? Yes. Imperator totally has the shape of Wing Gundam's gun. That sort of triangular thing. Next up, we've got the Prisma Vertex, which I didn't bother color because at this point I was thinking, do I want to do Classic Gundam and do it pink, or do Wing Gundam and do it green? And indecision paralysis hit, and I went with either. But I would, you know, just do one of those. That's my official recommendation. Necramech color matched to the thing. Bone Widow because it has a sword and a shield. Imperator, again, it's got that sort of Wing Gundam triangle. Yeah. Finally, I have one more thing I want to talk about. This just occurred to me. If you want to go with Wing, actually, the move is to probably do any sword and shield weapon. Of course, none of which are coming to mind. I can't remember the names of any of them. Oh, okay, there we go. And what you should do is do the... Wow, what was going on here? What was I thinking? This skin, obviously you're going to have to custom color it, but what this one does is it gives you this very... Hold on. Gives you this very triangular shield, right? Which Wing Gundam has, and the blade also takes the energy pretty well. So that's a really good call for... Is this the one I was thinking of? That's a really good call for Wing Gundam's more sorted board situation. Or I guess RX-78 has a shield too, but his is different and not quite the same. Less triangular. Yeah, it is that one. Yeah, this is more of a original Gundam shield shape, that big rectangle. Obviously you'd want to paint it all white. I don't know how that would affect the blade, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, let me pop into a few things. So, whoopsie. Right, Opticore. It's just the right kind of laser. Got Titania's Razor Wing again. The Razor Wing butterfly things are they're totally funnels. Oh, I forgot to color my weapons. That's okay. And then you really want to get crazy with it. Where is it? Itzel also has also has funnels. These are even more funnely than the Razor Wings because they shoot for you. Super cool stuff. Oops, that's not very Gundam. But yeah, that's the look. Yes, yeah, there we go. I'm pretty pleased with this one. I think Titania is really just the right Warframe to do this with. Let's see now if we can't get our... I wish I had a space tile to do this in. Our screenshot going. Am I too low? Nope. Oh, yeah. A little bit of a lower angle. Boom. Look at that. Hold on. Wait. Yep. Very, very angelic. Gotta get the positioning just right. Oh, I think I'm stuck under the Warframe. There we go. And you know, oh, maybe what I need to do, I need to where's the big panel? Where's the big panel? Sit tight, guys. I know this is your favorite part, the screenshot part. The thumbnail part. This is unironically the hardest part of the video, because these look really cool if you've played Warframe. Like, if you play Warframe a lot, but if you don't, looking at a Warframe and discerning, figuring out what you're looking at in the screenshot is actually difficult, because they're not quite people. So if you don't have, a somewhat humanoid silhouette, or if the humanoid silhouette is doing too crazy of a pose, your brain doesn't go, oh, that's what that is immediately, and you just, stare at it for a second and try and figure out what the heck is going on. And it's kind of crazy. Let's turn off depth of field? No, let's keep it on. Yeah. Maybe it's the FOV I should change. I don't know, so I kind of like this pulled back field of view, like the sort of fisheye look, but also I really want her up in close. So we're gonna go with that, which is pretty close to default actually. Maybe I should change the... Ooh! Wait. Hold on. Maybe we can cook here. Where's the 3 light setup? What, did they take that out? Hold on. What? Exposure, depth of first... there used to be a 3 light setup you could toggle on. And... is that it? Oh, okay, there it is. Whew, scared me. Alright, Let's do this, and let's go like a little splash of red. Give it a kind of intense look. I don't know, kind of actually just makes some of it look pink. I don't know about that. The rim light, we definitely don't want that in blue. We want that in like purple or green, I think. Or sorry, red or green. You know, I'm gonna figure out the rest of this on my own time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm just yapping now. Enjoy. Check out some of my other Warframe cosplays. Go crazy. Have a good day. See you next time. I've got, as always, plenty more cosplays for you to see. Have a good one.